Hello folks, Sing and Toad here, and today we have a very long-awaited review of a knife I have been super excited to get my hands on. Without any further ado, let's get on to the review. So what do we have here? Obviously it's a Spyderco. Okay, you've all seen a Spyderco knife box before, I'm not going to do that. So what do we have in here? We have a Spyderco Tenacious. Wait. What the heck? What's going on here? That's not the knife I ordered. What is this? What in the heck? Alright, something's not right here, folks. I'm gonna try something here. Let's just put that back in there. And we're just gonna do a little bit of some magic here. And 3, 2, 1. Alright. Let's see, did the magic trick work? What do we have? What do we have? Big reveal. What do we have? Aha! A Spyderco Tenacious. But what? Not just any Spyderco Tenacious. Yes, folks, this is in fact the Spyderco Tenacious Lightweight in, if I can get the camera to focus here, CPM S35 VN blade steel. Alrighty, so let's get that box out of the way. So yes, folks, all jokes aside, this is the knife that I have wanted since the day I saw it first debuted. I can't remember what knife channel I saw it on. It may have been Gideon's Tactical. I don't quite remember. It was a long time ago now. Maybe it was Nick Shabazz. Forgive me, I don't remember who it was. If it does come to me while I'm editing this video, I will annotate that in and give them props for it. But at any rate, when I saw this knife come available, I had to have it. And like I said, I couldn't get a hold of one because every website that sold these knives had them none in stock. And it was only about a month ago that this thing came back in stock. And from Blades Canada there, and I ordered it straight away. So first things first, let's go ahead and compare it against the original Tenacious, okay? Now, this review here isn't going to be like a conventional review because, folks, this knife is not too much different from the standard Tenacious. It's got a few things with it, but the major upgrades are the blade steel, and I'll get more into that momentarily. If you want to know about the Spyderco Tenacious, there are many, many, many other knife reviewers out there who have done Tenacious knife reviews to the nth degree. If you look up any knife review on the Tenacious, it's basically the same thing, just with upgraded materials. So we're going to go ahead and get that out of the road. And you know what? While we're here, let's just do some quick size comparisons. We'll bring in the Spyderco Delica. Oops, try that again. The Buck Vantage Pro. Alright, actually that's not quite in frame very well. Slide that up there. Okay, and just to show off a fixed blade for comparison, we have a Cold Steel SRK, which doesn't even really fit in frame here, but you can get the idea of just the size. And you can see this SRK is all dirty and stuff because I use my knives. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that out of the road. So also what I'm going to do at this point in time is I'm just going to throw the old tape measure right here, right now, just to remind me. Oh, everything's moving around me for some reason. Just remind me to put in the, to annotate the specs of this knife. Again, I'm not going to do the, sitting here with a stupid tape measure measuring it out and wasting everyone's time fumbling around like a goofball. I'm just going to put that there, and I should have some specs sitting here right about now. Alrighty, so, moving along. What can I tell you about this knife? Like the original Tenacious, you know, it is everything the original Tenacious is, it's just better, okay? And that's the bottom line. Now, I know this has the blue FRN handles, and some people hate FRN, and I get that. If you don't like FRN, so be it. Well, if you don't like FRN, and you have an original Tenacious, guess what? If you got a Torx driver, you can swap the handle scales. Now you have a Tenacious with your G10 handle scales with the S35 blade steel. Okay, so there you go. If you have an original Tenacious, you can swap your own handle scales, and Bob's your uncle, you now have an upgraded Tenacious. I personally like these blue handle scales. I think the color just pops, and where's that Delica? Let's bring that back for a quick sec. Just for, comparison here, I like this blue. To me is a deeper, richer blue than this Delica blue. Now, the Delica blue is not bad, don't get me wrong, but this is kind of like a baby blue. Like you picture this being on the print in a baby boy's bedroom or something. This is more of a deeper blue. Anyway, obviously you've got that omnidirectional texturing, which is very common in a lot of the Spyderco FRN handle scales designs. One thing that's really neat is that it says Spyderco Tenacious right here in the center, and that is actually common. Let's bring back the Delica real quick, but let's see here. There we go. Spyderco Delica 4, because it's the 4th generation of the Delica. And I'm not sure how many different versions there are of the Delica, but I think 4 is where it's at. There might be a 5, I'm not sure. So, of course, you got the Spyderco Tenacious, which, the original one, of course, has, nothing. You get the standard Spyderco spoon pocket clip. That didn't change. Still liner lock. Again, that didn't change. Blade size, blade shape, that didn't change. Still steel liners, stainless steel liners, pass-through design, that didn't change. The major difference between the two knives, the original Tenacious, let's just bring that guy back in real quick. So the major difference between the two is the fact that this is in, camera does not want to focus because it sucks. Alright, Spyderco CPM S35VN blade steel, where the original is in the standard 8CR13 MOV. Now, something that's kind of interesting here. Both these are Chinese-made Spydercos, I need to mention. So if you're not okay with that, then this might not be the right knife for you. But this says China right here on the edge of the blade, like so. On this guy here, now, my eyes are getting to the point where I'm struggling to see things, but look how tiny that is. I don't get that. Why is the word China so much smaller on this one here, than this one? I mean, I can see that from down here, no problem. But that, I didn't even notice that at first. When I first opened this knife up, I'm like, oh, is this one not made in China? Is this like a Thai, being the kind of the premium version of the Tenacious, I thought, is this, maybe made in Taichung, Thailand, or is it made in the United States somewhere in the Golden, Colorado plant? But no, it's China, but they made it really tiny. I'm not sure what that's all about. Also, you have, focus camera, there we go. You also have the, I believe that's Eric Glessner's Maker's Mark. I'm not exactly sure what that's all about, but anyway, if we just get rid of this original one and come back to this one again. So, everything that's awesome about the original Tenacious, you just have, but it's better. Now, they call this the lightweight, and I can tell you right now, holding these two knives in my hand, so let's just close them both up here. I can't tell you. Whatever lightening has happened over here, it's not much. Okay, I mean, these feel about the same weight to me. So, I'm sure on paper this is lighter than this one, but I think the term lightweight is a little bit misleading, because it's certainly not, when I think of lightweight, I think of either it's like light, because it's much lighter than the standard knife or tool or whatever, or it's lighter duty. It's made of a material that can't handle the harder duty, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. The S35VN blade steel, significantly better than the 8CR13 MOV. So I think lightweight is a misleading title for this knife, and if I was working for Spyderco when this thing was being designed, developed, I would call it like the the Plus, the Tenacious Plus, or the Tenacious Premium, or the Tenacious Pro, or the Tenacious version 2, I don't know. I wouldn't have called it lightweight. That just to me seems a little silly. You know, it's kind of a misleading term because it's really not that much lighter. Certainly in the hand, it doesn't feel any much lighter. But anyway, so this is the Spyderco Tenacious Lightweight, so to say, in the S35VN, and I can tell you right now, the reason why I got this knife is because I love my Spyderco Tenacious, okay? You know, this has been an EDC knife of mine for a while now, and it's a hard-working knife. It's got great ergos, you know, but the blade steel is the big letdown. The 8CR13 MOV is just a very poor blade steel for serious hard work. S35 VN is a much better blade steel. This is going to hold an edge a heck of a lot longer, and you know, there are channels on YouTube where they show blade steel testings. Pete from Cedric and Ada Outdoors or something like that. You know, he does blade steel testing of S35 VN. You can see how the performance of the steel significantly better than 8CR13, and you know, for a hard-working everyday carry knife, this knife is not going to let you down, and it's going to cut all day long and then some. Okay. Now at this point in the video, I want to do what I would used to call my 3 likes and my 3 dislikes, but I hate using the term dislike. What I'm going to say is my 3 likes and my 3 improvements I would make to the knife, if we can go that direction, okay? So we'll start first of all with the 3 things I like about this knife. As I already mentioned, the S35 VN blade steel. I can't say enough about it. I'm very happy that it has that blade steel. As I mentioned before, the ergos, and that hasn't really changed from the original. Okay, the ergos, this thing just feels great in the hand. You know, it's easy to open, Spidey flick, whatever you want, super easy, melts in the hand, excellent knife. The pass-through design, very easy to maintain this knife. You get dirt and gunk in there, you work in a dirty environment, you know, it's very easy to clean this out. I work in a shop. I can easily take the air hose and blow this out. You know, some other design knives, you know, with all these intricate parts in the back, and especially like traditional backlocks, they can get gummed up and hard to clean out, and you have to take the whole darn thing apart in order to do that. Not the case with this guy. So those are the 3 things that I really like about this knife. Okay. Now, if I was working for Spyderco, and you said, "Hey, we're going to make a version 2 of the Spyderco Tenacious Lightweight. What should we change?" The first thing would be the name. I'm just kidding. No, the first thing I would change would be actually the liner lock to a compression lock. Although I like the liner, I don't mind the liner lock, and this particular one, because of the way the blade tying is designed, if you push here, this little unsharpened bit bumps into your thumb, and it kind of reminds you, you know, don't be dumb, move your thumb before you close the knife blade and don't chop your thumb off. I have some other liner lock knives that I've been bitten by. Actually, this bugger got me the other day, so I'm not usually a fan of liner locks, and I would like to see this upgraded to the Spyderco compression lock, and that wouldn't really change the design of the knife doing so. Also, the pocket clip. I would upgrade this to a deep carry pocket clip versus this standard design. And last but not least would be a sharpening choil. Okay, and a lot of Spyderco knives suffer from the same problem. The original Tenacious did, so does the Delica. Actually, if I bring my Delica in, for those of you who can see there, see that? I put that in myself. I put that sharpening choil in myself. So, and I might go ahead and do that on this one too. Okay, but anyway, those are the things that I would see improved upon. But anyway, aside from all that, this is an outstanding knife. Is it worth the extra money? Well, that's up to you. I say yes. I would say, you know, this knife here is about twice as much money as a standard Tenacious. I paid $130 Canadian plus shipping and handling for it. You know, and that's a little bit more than double what I paid for my original Tenacious, and I don't regret that money at all. I think it's well worth it, money well spent, okay? I know this knife will serve me very well in the future. Okay, so anyway, folks, that's all I have to say about that. This is Singing Toad, signing out.